Alrighty, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel for another live stream on Forza Horizon 5. This one is going to be something that I've been looking forward to trying for quite a bit now. Honestly, if only I remembered it, I would have actually done this like maybe a few weeks ago or something like that, but I completely forgot about it. But we're here doing it now, and I'm very much looking forward to trying this out. So, obviously, you've read the title. And basically, for today, we're going to be taking the slowest car in the game versus around the Goliath, and we're just going to see how long it takes. Because, like, this is just something that I've been curious on, like, ever since I got the car for this. Like, I'm just very curious on how long this is going to take. So, let me go ahead and show you which car we're going to be using for this. Let me go and hop into my favorites here. And it's going to be this little guy right here, the Peel P50, and this thing has got a whopping 4 horsepower, 6 pounds of torque, and this thing only weighs freaking 300 pounds. And let me tell you, when I say this thing is slow, I mean this thing is freaking slow. Like literally on flat ground, like this thing can reach a top speed of like 37 miles an hour or something like that. And also just like any sort of uphill like that this thing negotiates, it just doesn't like it. It bogs down so hard, and you have to shift down. And I can tell you, on the Goliath, there's definitely going to be quite a bit of hills for this thing to negotiate. So let's go ahead and take it out here. Okay, so to give you a bit of an idea of how long this could possibly take, well, first of all, let me just show you this thing. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and speed! This is literally it. This is all this thing can do. But anyway, while I'm making my way up to the Goliath here, to give you an idea of how long this could possibly take. So if y'all remember the video I put out on here a month ago or so about with me taking the GT40 around the Goliath, in which I had that car in A-Class, I did 1 lap of the Goliath in the GT40 with a total time of 14 minutes and 16 seconds. And I did a little test run with this on the Goliath to see how far it would get within that time period. And with the amount of time it takes to complete a full lap in the GT40, with this, when we get to that time, we only get to about like maybe just over or just under 20%, 25% of the lap. So yeah, this is probably going to take well over an hour to complete. I already know that for a fact. But okay, excuse me, sir. Anyway, after I was rudely interrupted. But yeah, so this is probably going to take at least over an hour. I don't know how far over an hour it's going to take exactly, but there's only one way to find out, right? So it's not very much more to talk about for this thing. Excuse me. So let's just go ahead and do it. And man, not gonna lie, I've been itching to do this for quite a bit now, and we're finally doing it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm debating on whether I want to actually do this for only the Goliath or for all of the the long length tracks, because actually the Goliath isn't actually the longest one of all the final races of each festival category. This is the Colossus is actually a little bit longer, because I took the GT40, the same GT40 that I used on here on the Colossal or Colossus, whatever, and it actually took about two and a half minutes longer to finish that one. So technically that one is longer, and I debated whether I wanted to do that one or the Goliath, but I just decided to do the Goliath because obviously it's the more popular one and more well-known one. And so yeah, and I'm gonna have the driver tires on unbeatable because it doesn't really matter, because the goal for this is not to beat the driver tires. The primary goal for this is just to see how long it takes to complete 1 lap of this. Okay, I think we're set to go. So let's just go ahead and do it. Alright, and here we go. How long is it going to take to complete one lap of the Goliath in this thing? Let's find out. So yeah, the driver tires are just going to be like so far ahead of me by the end of this, it's not even going to be funny. But like I just said, the goal is not to beat the driver tires, it's just to see how long it takes to complete a full lap in this thing. So as I said before, on flat ground, like this thing can get to about 37 miles an hour. So we're about at that, but downhill, like on a constant downhill, this thing can get up to like 60, like over 60 miles an hour or whatever. But that's only going downhill. But anyway, yeah, let's see how long this takes. I don't know how much I'm going to be talking during this, but hey ho. Yeah, we got this other peel in front of us here, and we got this thing. You know, and this thing, I looked at this one too. This car right here only has 4 horsepower as well, but as you can see, it's slightly quicker than this. So, and plus this one's just more funny looking. And of course, I got, if you're from the same generation that I am, then you'll know what livery this is meant to resemble. Like one of those little cars that you move with your feet. Like if you're from my generation, you'll know what these are. But if you're not from my generation, then you may not be familiar with these. But yeah, they're just like little plastic cars that you move around with your feet. And I think I actually may have had one when I was a kid, or I've definitely used one. I don't remember if I had my own or not, but I've definitely used one like back in my preschool days. Yeah. Well, we're definitely along. I'm literally just kicked back in my recliner chair right now, and we're just sitting here along for the ride now. Yeah, as you can see on the map, the driver tires are already way the hell up there, because it's just the way like the class is. Like usually when you do these races, like depending on what car you use and what level it is, like the game like tries to put those cars that are around the same level as you with you, but just because of the sheer nature of what this is, like there's other cars in front of me that are level 100 in class, but they just have so much more horsepower because they're like normal vehicles, where this isn't really considered a normal vehicle. So there's going to be some massive speed differences in this. And I also got some coffee here too. I literally had to keep holding down the gas with my leg just to take a sip there, because I had to switch hands. So at the 14-minute mark when I did this, we got just about to the end of the Copper Canyon section of this track, which then leads on to a very high-speed section, which would be fast in a normal car, but of course this isn't. So, and like I said, any sort of hill that we negotiate with this thing's just gonna bog down so hard, and we'll have to downshift a second, and then it's just gonna be so much slower. And that's why I'm wondering, like, if that's gonna actually, like, that's probably gonna make it take longer than what it could be if this thing was able to maintain its speed up the hill. But obviously, with this thing only having 4 horsepower, that's not gonna happen. Yeah, a little bit of a hill here, but it's not gonna be that bad. Oh, hang on. I actually got a text message on my phone. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's get back to it. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to downshift going up this next hill here, at least. And up the hill we go. See, wait for it, wait for it. Probably downshift like when it gets below 3,000. Wait, actually a little bit longer and downshift. Yep, we're catching up to the other peel. Yep, come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. The slowest battle ever right here. Alright, hold on. I just need to reply to a text message again. Hold on. Okay, alright. And upshift, alright. And there we go, past the peel. I guess this will be the main battle we can focus on right here, just reaching this other peel here. Our goal is to try to beat this other peel. We'll make that the goal for this, as well as seeing how long this takes. I think we might be slowly gapping them, but it's hard to tell when we're going this slow. Hang on a second. Okay. So, sorry, I'm in a conversation with my brother right now. It's something important. No, I think he's slowly getting on me. No, you stay behind me. You stay behind me, bitch. Alright, hold on. This should be the last time I pause here. Okay, hold on. Okay, should be the last time I have to pause, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, because this is a full lap, it doesn't show like the percentage of the race, because this isn't a sprint race. The Goliath is just a full lap. But I know roughly, like for example, like where the halfway point is. Like I think I know roughly where that is. And obviously when we get to the 14-minute 16 mark, which is the furthest I've gone since I did the little test run to get an idea of how long this would actually take. Anything that's beyond the 14-minute 16 mark, I haven't gone any further than that. So like this, I've done this in this already. But once we get past that point, it'll all be fresh territory. No, damn, look at the map. The driver tires are the ones in the lead. They're so far ahead. I shouldn't have to downshift here. All right, here we go around the canyon hairpin. This will probably be one of the only times I actually have to lift. Pretty sure the rest of this from here is probably gonna be flat out. And actually, I lied. I had to pause again. Sorry. Hang on. Okay, yeah, this may not be the last time I had to pause actually, but it's okay. So this is an online race, so realistically, I can pause this however many times I want. All right, so we're nearing 10 minutes in now. In the next minute, you stay back there. My peel rival back here. No, I see you getting closer. You stay away, sir. This is my 11th place. I will not finish dead last. Yep, there go the driver. Damn. The other driver cars are way ahead on that straightaway now. Yeah, now that I made a hard battle with this other peel, my other goal is definitely going to be to try to beat this other peel here. Sorry, as long as I block him, like, that driver tires will deliberately slow down, so as long as I can just stay in front of him, then he won't be able to get past me. Because you can block them and then they'll actually slow down when you go in front of them. So as long as I can keep blocking him, then he won't be able to pass me. And honestly, like, when I first thought about doing it, I thought about doing this on the wheel just for the hell of it, but I did a small portion of it on the wheel just to see how I would feel doing it, and honestly, I could have done it, but there was really no point. So yeah, I just decided to do this on controller just to keep things simple. If I do this again on a different one, on a different track, maybe I'll consider trying the wheel next time. But for this time, I'm just going to be using the controller. If I was in a normal car right now, I'd probably be on, like, coming up to the final leg of the Goliath by this time. But nope, we're not even a quarter of the way through yet. We're beginning to approach the end of the canyon section here. Yeah, so if you look on the map, like, up and around that next left-hander up there, not this one, but the next left-hander up there, it was just after that corner is when I hit the 14-minute mark. So by the time we get to there, we should be we'll be at the furthest point that I went before I stopped when I did a little test run of this. So once we get beyond that point, that'll be officially the furthest I've been. and then we'll really get to see how long this takes for real. I'm guessing this is definitely going to take well over an hour, but that's just a matter of how much over an hour it's going to be. I'll be very surprised if this ends up being less than an hour, like just. But I'm pretty sure it's going to take at least over an hour, for sure. Alright, we've got a little bit of distance on the other peel back there now. And because we're going this slow, I don't know if there actually is, like, draft in this game, but even if he is behind me, like, if it's realistic, then there's not really going to be much of draft because of how slow we're going. It's not really going to take very much of effect. Yeah, we're only going 32 right now. I sat on flat ground just to get to 37, but I think we're like slightly going uphill right now, so that's why. Yep, it's around this. It's around this point here. This is the furthest I've gone. Yeah, it was like after this corner, like going up this hill. All right, and 3, 2, 1. We are now at the time it took me to get around here in the GT40, and this is officially the furthest I've went since my test run. So this is all unfamiliar territory now. And we're approaching a bit of a downhill section coming up here, so we can get a little bit of speed out of this thing. Try to hold it in third gear until we get up there, because this hill isn't that steep, so we should be able to just about maintain it. Yeah, we'll have a little bit of downhill right here, so we can open this thing up a little bit. Yeah, after we get around this corner, it'll be a little bit of a downhill. And then after the next turn, we'll have an even bigger downhill. And then after that, it's just going to be one giant uphill for a considerable amount of time. And I tried going up it once already, like just in free drive, and yeah, it really does not like that hill at all. And that's also the spot where, like, no matter what you do, like the drivatars, they always for some reason slow down at that one spot that's going uphill. Like, I can show you exactly what I'm talking about when we get that far. And here we go, up to 40. Can we hit 45? Still on 44. Come on, show 40. Okay, somehow we're slowing down, even though we're going downhill. Okay. Well, we're getting some distance on that other peel now, so I shouldn't have to worry about him for a bit. And actually now we're kind of coming up to the time that it took me to finish the Colossus in the GT40. It was like 16 minutes 32 seconds, and that's the time we're coming up to now. And I got the downshift. I might be fine. Might be able to, as long as I can hug it to the inside, and I might not have to downshift coming up here. Keep her going, keep her going. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Got a nice downhill section for you after this. Oh yeah, we got it. We're good. RPM's starting to rise again. Alright, we're good. Then we got a little bit more of a downhill here before we hit the big uphill section. Go, another nice little downhill spot. Surely we should get over 45 down here. Yeah, here we go. Yep. 46, 47. 48, 49, can we hit 50? Ah, nope, not quite. Not quite enough downhill. Although we're still gaining speed, and this downhill spot isn't over yet, so we could hit 50. Probably not on this hill, because this hill is not that steep, but maybe down this next hill if we can maintain the speed. Yeah, that peel is way back there now. Yeah, I don't think we're going to reach 50 going down this hill. This hill's not quite that steep. Can we get 45 at least? Oh, there we go. We hit 45 at least, but yeah, we were never going to hit 50 going down that hill. And here we go. And now time for a nice long uphill section. Yeah, and just around that turn up there, after that left-hander, that's the spot where the drivers are. They just for whatever reason, every time they always just slow down or just stop for some reason. Well, they don't stop, but they definitely slow themselves down. And damn it, I mean, I can't really tell on the map, but it looks like some of them are completely stopped up there. Can't really tell there. I think they are stopped. Or either they're stopped or they're going very, very slow, because we've definitely caught up to some of these driver tires up here. I can see them up there. They're moving very, very slow up there. I think some of them up there actually are completely stopped. I guess we'll find out when we get up there. And yeah, we're probably going to be in second gear for a little bit here. I may even let it bang off the red limiter if it gets to that point, just so I don't have to worry about it bogging down in third. Okay, well I think some of them were completely stopped or going super, super slow, but now they're starting to pick their speed back up again. So yeah, we're not going to pass them. But I guess this means we're definitely going to gain some distance on that peel now, because once that other peel gets to this spot, he's going to slow down a lot too, or most likely come to a complete stop, almost. And we actually are slowly catching these guys up front, up here. And because they were going slow and they started going up a hill, like, it's going to take them a bit to actually get up to speed, so we might actually pass them temporarily. Now I'm probably just going to keep it in second until it gets a little bit flatter, even if I bang off the red limiter. Come on, can we make an overtake on one of these guys? Yeah, we're starting to bang off the red limiter now, but if I shift into third here, it's just gonna bog down again, so I'll wait till it gets a little bit flatter before I shift up. Alright, we'll go ahead and shift up now. It should be fine. Yep, we're not gaining speed, but we're not really losing speed either. Alright, can we get past this guy? Even though it's probably not going to last that long. Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. Yep, as expected. Yeah, that PL did slow down back there, and now we've gained some ground on him. We're about 8.5 minutes away from the 30-minute mark. I don't think we'll be quite halfway by the time we get to that mark, so that's probably a sign that this will definitely take well over an hour, or just over an hour. We're definitely not going to get this done in under an hour, that's for sure. It's definitely going to take over an hour of some sort. And yep, nope, that other car is gaining on us again. Well, we shouldn't have to worry about losing to that other PO because he's way back there now, so we should definitely beat him. But most of this next section is downhill, so you can have a little bit of a breather here, and have a little bit of extra speed. Control my leg real quick. Grab another sip of coffee. There we go. Oh, hey, look at that. We're actually gaining some speed on this other guy in front. Come on, can we pass him for the next corner up here? And it looks like we're going to. Here we go. Making slowest overtaking history. Now we're probably not going to keep him behind because that car is slightly faster than this. But maybe we can get some distance on him on the rest of this downhill section, because we're still going to be going downhill for a considerable amount of time here. Damn, that peel is way back there now. Jeez. No, we might be able to reach 50 miles an hour down this hill. Let's see. Maybe not this one, but maybe the next one. Possibly. Or maybe not. Yeah, no, never mind. Didn't even come close. Yeah, we're actually gaining some distance on the other car now. To be honest, I don't even know what that thing is called. I don't remember. Oh, here we go. Can we hit 50? Come on. Oh, let me see 50 on the speedometer. Come on. There we go. 50 miles an hour. We officially hit 50. Can we get 51? And yep, not quite. But well, we got 50 at least. Couldn't quite get over 50, but at least we got there. That might be the fastest we ever go in this whole race, unless there's an even bigger downhill section. Well, that's officially the fastest we've gone so far, 50 miles an hour. Yeah, well, there's officially nobody around us now. All the other driver cars up front are freaking out of here. Less than 5 minutes from 30 minutes. Honestly, it doesn't even... We're 25 minutes in now, but honestly, it doesn't even... For some reason, it doesn't even feel like that long. I don't know why. It doesn't feel like I've been doing this for 25 minutes. But I have. Alright, we're getting on some flatter road now. A little bit of uphill, but we shouldn't have to worry about shifting down this hill. Should be able to get over it in third. Not lose too much speed. Yep, there we go. We're good. Yeah, guess we're going some cockpit view for a bit. Why not? We're just basically cruising along, so. We're starting to get some distance on that other car back there. I'm not sure if he's gonna catch up before we get to the end or not, but we still got a long way to go, so. Actually, I think he is slightly catching up. Very slowly. You know, I just realized I'm actually in 9th. I thought I was in 10th. There's only two guys behind me. I guess that's another one that's like really far back there that I didn't see. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't even see the other driver cars in front now because that's how far ahead they are. Like, I guarantee you, the ones at the front, the ones like further up, they're probably definitely getting close to the end by now. Surely. They're probably on the final stretches of the lap at this point. And we're still all the way back here in the sand dunes. In the desert. Seems like the gap is still staying relatively the same to that other car behind. Nope. What the hell was that? Was that a dog? The fuck? I have no idea what that was. I definitely heard something. It sounded like an animal of some sort, but I could not tell what the hell it was. Alright, let's see if we can keep it in third up this hill. This isn't that much of a hill, so we should be able to. Yep, we should be able to keep it in third here. Yeah, there we go. We just hit 30 minutes. And I'm pretty sure we're not quite halfway, but we're close to halfway. Oh, well, actually, I was looking at the last time. I should have been looking at the total time up there. So, actually, yeah, we were already over 30 minutes before I said it. Yeah, gotta look at the one at the top. The one at the top is total time. That's the one I gotta keep an eye on. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the one for the lap time, not the total time. Another downhill spot, and then we're gonna go right back to going uphill. Oh, come on, go, 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 go. Come on, get up there. Well, that other car behind is definitely catching up now. Yeah, I can't even see a single one of the other driver cars in front of me now. That's how far ahead they are. And he's slowly getting closer, it looks like. I'll give it that switchboard. can we make it up this hill without downshifting? Oh yeah, look, we definitely will. I see you getting closer back there. You stay back now. You hear me? Alright, we are now heading towards the jungle section. Which, I guess if you want to call it that, is, I guess, the final leg of the Goliath. But it's still quite a bit to go through, so it's still going to take us a while to get through it. And we're not even up there yet. Not gonna lie, my hand is starting to get sore from holding this gas button down for almost 30 minutes straight. Except for the one time that I had to lift around the hairpin in the canyon section. Yeah, the old pointer finger starting, and in that general area as well, is starting to feel it a little bit now. Alright, grab another sip of coffee real quick before we get to this next turn. There we go. Alright. He's getting closer. Go away, motherfucker. Sorry, just block him. If I block him, he can't pass. Just wait, motherfucker. I'm ready to block your ass. Nope, I see you trying to turn around me. Nope, you're not passing me. You ain't passing me, dog. You ain't passing me. Nope. 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 You said, yeah, that's right. You stay behind. Yeah. La 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 la. Can we go on third? Oh, the rest of this way, or am I going to downshift again? I think we'll just about be alright. Got a little bit more uphill to deal with in the beginning parts of this. Yeah, there we go. He lost a lot of momentum now. Now he's way back there. A few minutes away from the 40-minute mark now. Or I guess a couple. Well, he's way back there now, but he caught up to us once, so I'm sure he'll catch up again. Oh, look. Look, at the very top of the map. I can see the other drivatars. I can't. Are they not moving? There's quite a few of them up there. Either they're not moving, or like in the other section before, they're going very, very slow. Well, I guess we'll find out when we get up there. Yeah, I don't think they're moving. I think they're completely stopped up there. Doesn't look like they're moving. They either, like before, they're either not moving at all or they're moving very, very slowly. But we're definitely catching them. Okay, I think they are, like, very slowly moving, actually, like before. It looks like they're all bunched up there. I don't know, this is a very steep hill. Did they just get stuck on the hill? Can the driver's cars just not handle it or something? Yeah, no, they're not moving. Those guys are completely stopped. They're like all spread out up here. Okay, they are slowly moving actually. Oh, of course. Oh, look at that. As soon as we get up to them, they start gaining speed back. Of course, typical. Had a little bit of hope. Maybe I could have overtook some of them, but nope. Of course, as soon as they get up to them, they all start moving again. It's almost like they're trolling me, and they purposely waited for me to get up here, and then they're like, "Oh, he's here. We can go now." Okay, well, I don't know what this guy's doing over here. He's off the track. Oh, okay. He just reset it onto the track. Yeah, that's typical. As soon as I get up to them, they all start moving. Well, I'll overtake this Beetle momentarily, but obviously, because it's a normal car, it's probably gonna catch back up and pass me again. And maybe I can overtake a couple more of them up here as well, if I can get to them before we get to the bridge. And it's all uphill until we get it there. Let's see, there's a nice setup up there, and I'm not sure what that other car is. Looks like we'll definitely get past the Isetta before the end of before the top of the hill. Yeah, there's a Volkswagen. There's a microbus up there too. And this other car up here, like I said, I don't know what kind it is. Come here, boy. And there we go. We're gonna overtake this guy, and we might get the microbus too, maybe. Go ahead and upshift now. Nah, we're just gonna miss out. Now we're gonna start gaining speed. Not even gonna bother trying to keep this other car behind, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to. That car is just too fast compared to me. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Yeah, I guarantee you, if they're the driver tires that were very far up front, they're probably definitely at the end by now, or probably have already finished. Yeah, it's just a matter of when that Beetle and that Isetta catch up, because they're definitely going to at some point. Yep, here comes the Beetle. That thing looks so fast compared to me. Then the Isetta should be catching up soon as well. Honestly, the Isetta isn't catching up as fast as I thought it would. I know it's a little bit slower than the Beetle, but shit, I think that. No, oh wait, wait, the Isetta is in technically last now. That other small blue car actually overtook the Isetta, huh? Oh, it looks like the Isetta might be coming back at him actually on the. No, yep, the Isetta is going around him now. Oh yeah, that Isetta is really coming now. Yep, here he comes. Just like before, not gonna bother trying to keep him behind because there's no way I'm going to, because I think he's just way faster than me. And there goes the Isetta. And now we'll see if we can keep that other car behind for the remainder of the race. And probably got a downshift coming up this hill, and looks like they're all slowing down up there again. Just going downshift now because there's no way I'm going to maintain speed. Yeah, they're slowing down a little bit up there, but they're not really stopped as much as they were before. Looks like one of them might be. Nah, he's starting to get going again, looks like. Yeah, he's starting to get going again. That might be on the red liver a couple times, but I'm gonna wait till I get a little bit more around this corner before I upshift. And now we'll upshift. There we go. Little flat section, then we'll be going downhill for a little bit after this bridge. Yeah, that other small car is way back there again. And I think, yep, I can see where the appeal is, like, at just at the top of the map there. The driver's tower icon is just about in view of the map there. And here I was thinking that that other appeal was going to be with me the entire way, but it was only inevitable because, like, obviously, when we got to that spot where all the driver towers they always slow down just on purpose for whatever reason, I knew it was gonna end up like this because of that. Yeah, I'm almost certain, I'm pretty certain that the driver towers up front have definitely finished the race by now. We're on the final stretch of the lap now, but it's still going to take us quite a bit of time to get to the finish from here. Oh, yep, here comes the Isetta again. And goodbye, Isetta. Probably the last time I'm going to see it, because there's no more major uphill sections for them to really slow down on. We are officially 10 minutes away from the 1 hour mark. You know, I don't want to say anything yet, but I feel like depending on how long it takes to get up to this last section here, we might actually get this done in under an hour. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see what the time is as we get closer to the end. But I have a very slim feeling that we just might get it done before the 1 hour mark. Maybe. I'm not sure though. Just have to wait and see. Oh, that's a big hill. Come on. Come on, you can make it. You can make it. And there you go. Nice job. Part of me feels like I may have overthought how far we are a bit, but again, we won't know until we find out, until we get up there. Well, if we're gonna make it under an hour, we gotta get there in less than 7 minutes from now. Honestly, I think we might do it. I think we actually might get there in less than an hour. But we'll find out as we get closer. Yep, this is it. I can see the end. I can see the end on the map up there. We're coming through the last few corners now. Yep, there's the end of the lap up there. And the I-7 is about to cross the line now. There it goes. Yeah, I said I had officially finished the lap. Well, yep, we're definitely gonna get there in under an hour. Let's see how long it takes exactly to get there. Can we get there before 56? Well, we got about 30 seconds. Come on, can we get there before 56 minutes? Come on, go little pill, go! 20 more seconds. Go, it's right there. Got 10 seconds. Come on, can we get there before 56 minutes? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, we're just gonna miss out. Damn. We just missed out on getting under 56 minutes. 56 minutes and 1 second. Wow. I'm actually impressed. I actually thought this was gonna take over an hour to complete. But holy shit, we actually got here like just under 4 minutes shy of the 1 hour mark. Honestly, I'm actually impressed. Like, I genuinely thought it was actually going to take longer than that. But hey, there you go. A whole lap of the Goliath done in the slowest car in the game. That was definitely worth it. Like, there may have been a point where I minorly thought, oh my god, why did I do this? But no, but somehow that was actually very enjoyable. I'm actually really glad I did that, because that was kind of fun to do. And honestly, I might try to do this on the other long races as well. Like the Colossus, the Gauntlet, the Titan, and the Marathon as well. Like at some point. Yeah, I'll probably do this again on all those other ones too. Let's see, do we get any rewards after this? Well, looks like we will. Let's see. Since we're here, that means I leveled up, which means we should get a wheel spin. Yep, we leveled up. Alright. Let's see what we get out of the wheel spin here. See if we get anything good, or if it's just going to be more money. And it's going to be more money. But hey, you know, more money doesn't hurt. Okay. Well, I think on that note, I'm probably going to go ahead and end the stream there. Yeah, that was fun. Like I said, I probably definitely will try the other races, like the Marathon, Titan, and all the other ones, with this car as well at some point. But I'm not sure when I'll do this again. But I probably will try to do this again at some point in the future. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I shall catch you on the next one. See y'all later.